hasn't even been a full day yet. So there's not too much that can happen in just a little bit of time. Bullshit. So these are some of the things that's happening from the pork strike fallout. So there's going to be issues with Wegovy, Ozempic, Mounjaro, and Zepbound being all caught up in this whole strike shutdown that's going on the East Coast. And a lot of you may not know what these drugs are, so let me educate you a little bit and lead you in a little period of instruction. Zepbound, what is also known as tirzepatide, is an anti-diabetic medication used for the treatment of type 2 diabetes and for weight loss. Tirzepatide is administered via subcutaneous injections under the skin. It is sold under the brand names Mounjaro for diabetes treatment and Zepbound for weight loss. So, Wegovy is an injection prescription medication for adults with obesity who also have weight-related medical problems to help them lose weight and keep it off. And for a side note, Wegovy should also be used with a reduced calorie meal plan and increased physical activity, as long as we track it. So Ozempic, y'all should be real familiar with this, which is also known as semaglutide, is an anti-diabetic medication used for the treatment of type 2 diabetes and an anti-obesity medication used for long-term weight management. Not because you don't want to go to the gym. It is a peptide similar to the hormone glucagon, like peptide 1, modified with a side chain. It can be administered by subcutaneous injection or taken orally. It is sold under the brand names Ozempic and Rybelsus for diabetes and under the brand name Wegovy. Approximately 48% of active pharmaceutical ingredients, APIs, used in U.S. are being imported from India. Without these APIs, medications cannot be produced. APIs are also manufactured in Europe, which also uses East Coast ports as U.S. points of entry. The strike by the ILA at the East Coast and Gulf Coast ports could impact import and distribution of medications like Ozempic. The potential effects of the strike could include supply chain disruptions, increased shipping costs, inventory shortages of APIs, and production delays. Yeah, that was a lot. Pause, no diddy. Global Chief Officer at PayCargo said air sector volumes were strengthening in month of September, peaking about 2 weeks ago. He said, "We're watching October numbers, anticipating a surge of air freight for fast-moving and perishable items such as produce, seafood, medical supplies, and other just-in-time inventory. Some drug shipments are labeled high-value pharmaceuticals and low-value pharmaceuticals." Now, here's an article from CNBC. As a port strike stretching from New England to Texas halted close to half of all trade coming into the U.S., customs data shows that critical medical devices and drug components for the booming expensive weight loss and diabetes drugs from Novo Nordisk, y'all know what I'm trying to say, just read it yourself, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound are among trade casualties in the ILA Union port work stoppage. We're not even a full day yet into this port strike, and we're seeing massive effects now in the pharmaceutical area in which people dealing with type 2 diabetes and obesity and weight loss are now being affected by this port strike. And those of you who don't want to go to the gym, what will happen in the next coming hours or the next coming days? We will see. As long as we try.